Is Xbox dying? Will Phil Spencer is stepping down from being a CEO or from Xbox? Same goes along with Sarah Banks. I don't know because I don't know what does Phil Spencer has even done with the recent games except making them really really hard to actually accept them as the game as we all know and love nowadays. Actually, because it's kind of crazy. I do know for sure Phil Spencer is one of the few legends who really do care about gaming. Please do educate me if you can, if you are willing to actually give me, because I wasn't one of those people who are actually really well known, knowledgeable about what the golden age of gaming. I'm pretty sure Phil Spencer was there because he was in the industry of gaming for around 38 years apparently. But putting that aside, I think nowadays Phil Spencer has done not a lot of good deeds. Like we always see the words he spout out, right? Like all the promises he's gonna put out for the gamers and do good deeds, but later on, game subscription is actually price increase, putting ads in a subscription monthly that you have to pay for, which is kind of crazy. And although and then the next generation of console they are planning to make is $1,200. They're gonna plan for that, and then games are actually more pricier than ever because they decided to put in a 70 or to $80 price tag on the games now, so that they can actually encourage you to buy Game Pass. And then so they have acquired multiple studios so that they could actually make more games, but somehow they shut down a lot more studios than they actually could have made more games, which leaves out more than 800 workers to lose their jobs in Xbox. And I don't know what I don't know. I think there's more. I think there's more. Do tell me more. What does Xbox even done with this latest years, man? Because like I said, I don't think they have done a really good deed. I think what they have done is been messing up with the gaming industries and doing empty promises, doing some mishaps left and right. It's kind of really annoying. It's annoying as hell, especially putting the Halo on the line. They really want to try to go back to Halo, and then for some fucking reason they make Halo really losing all the fucking player base. Because mind you, I'm pretty sure they're the one who greenlit for Halo Season 2. And then that show was completely shit show. They got cancelled. Thank God, because my eyes couldn't handle to see the actors of Mr. Chiefs to say that hey, the mush doesn't actually give out emotions. Buddy, Ken Ryder could actually done that so much more better than you guys without CGI. And that was in 20 years ago for making good ass shows to show off emotions without showing off the face. But I'm blabbering on a tantrum here, well, away from the main point. But Xbox has a new CEO called Shasha Arsh or something. Asha. I don't know. Apparently, she's an Indian woman, and I don't know how to pronounce her name. I'm so sorry. But one thing I really did actually look out for her is that she does give me a little bit of skepticism of how she's gonna ruin Xbox, but it sometimes gives me a little bit of hope because I'm trying my best to actually be optimistic for Xbox. But she's also one of those few people who actually said their favorite game is GoldenEye, Valheim, two good games, and then Halo. Oh, interesting. And I don't know because sometimes they could meant Halo Infinite. I don't know if that's actually a good sign or not, but at least Valheim and also GoldenEye, two pretty good games back in for Xbox, I guess. But nonetheless, she wasn't a gamer, and people actually started to notice that that's a problem. Personally, you don't really have to be a gamer to handle a company, but at very least you should actually have experience or knowledge how to handle customers when it comes to the gaming industries, because that's the same thing how you're trying to handle customers when they're trying to go to movies. I think that's actually essential to know what they want. But again, I don't know because some people say she does runs AI as well for the workers, but some words said she's also treating that games will never be replaced by AI because games are actually be considered as art to her. I could be wrong on that. Please correct me if I'm wrong because I've seen of this a lot of tweets. I can't even believe anything at all on Twitter at this point because with all the AI bullshit going around. But regardless, that's pretty much it. I don't know what to talk more about this. The future of Xbox is kind of a little bit bleak, to be honest with you. Like it's hard for me to actually be optimistic for the company that has been nonstop of like trying to slandering themselves like into the wall so that they can actually have a pat on the back or like trying to make a glory hole for themselves. But really, it's not something that I really am a bit excited. But I really do hope where they're going for is actually something where they don't actually thinking of like their company is trying to make money. Instead, they should actually focus on like company to trying to focus on like what does gamers want. I think that's what a company that we should need it nowadays. Especially like with Sony, who's been nonstop in actually trying to push their fucking agenda of like printing money from a to a live service games to the point where they have to actually cancel a single player legendary studios Blue Point out of nowhere. That's bloody bullshit. But regardless, not gonna talk much about that. I already talked about it in the last video. But regardless, hope you all have a lovely day or have a lovely night. Sayonara, Circus. Peace out.